Hey guys, what is going on? This is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. And today, guys, we're going to be doing something a little bit different for a review here. So here's the deal. The older I get, the more I find myself being picky about those things that I spend my money on, the fussier I'm about quality. For the longest time that I can remember, I was all about, what's the cheapest I can do to get by? Okay, it didn't matter if it was car parts or maybe if it was firearms accessories or clothes. And don't get me wrong, there's absolutely nothing wrong with just sticking to a price point you can afford with anything. But there are some times, once in a while that a person likes to splurge and they like to get something nice for themselves. And, sometimes the cost does justify the quality. Now, I'm going to tell you right up front that this item was sent to me, at no charge for a review. This was sent to me by Popov Leather. It's a company founded by Ryan Popov in 2013. His name is actually spelled different from the company name in case you're kind of curious. But again, this is just the company name. And they got a hold of me and said, hey, you want to check out some of our products? So I went online, and what really impressed me about their products was the care to detail, the attention to detail they put into their products, the fact they got a small crew of skilled workers that put these items together. The company cares about what they make. They've got a no questions asked, lifetime full satisfaction guarantee on the items that they sell. And you know what? I think we'll just get right into it. Now, something about the company, they are based out of Canada. And before you go ahead and shoot me down and say, well, I only buy American, I only get things that are made in the USA. I understand that, okay? I try to do that as much as I can. I do shop locally as much as possible. And there are times where, sometimes you find a product but unfortunately just doesn't come from the USA. Now, with that being said, this company does source their leather from US suppliers. And that means a lot to me. Being in a very pro-beef, pro-cattle state, if this company is going to import American leather, American hides, you know what? I'd be willing to give them my support too. They're giving back to our country, so I'll give a little bit to them by purchasing their products. Again, this item was sent to me, free of cost, just in full disclosure. So it says, thank you for supporting our small business. We do what we love for a living, and it's thanks to folks like you. Please take a moment to look at our work, smell the leather, and feel how dense it is in your hands. This is real, full-grain leather. These guys get pretty good reviews across the board. There are people that do leather work that test their products. I was watching some of the reviews on YouTube, and people seem to be very impressed with their work. Okay, I got a number. I've got an email. They were great communicating with me about questions that I might have had about the products or anything I wanted to know. Said sincerely, Ryan Popov, owner and maker of Popov Leather. And about our leather, okay? Every hide that we use tells the tale of the animal's life. Scars, scrapes, marbling, stretch marks, and tannery stamps are all part of that story. So this grain, it's not going to be consistent. It's not going to be, symmetrical all the way around. You can expect that, especially when you talk about top grain leathers and things along those lines. We do not consider these unique markings as defective or undesirable qualities. Our leather is beautiful because it embraces the imperfections that make every product unique. So examples of the unique markings, and they're kind of showing you what you're getting yourself into when you buy their products. Now they've got a slew of different colors, a bunch of different products, everything from belts to watch straps to tote bags to just everything you can think of. They got a really good selection, so I want you guys to check them out. So what I ordered was a wallet called, I believe, just the traditional, if I'm not mistaken. Let's check the receipt here real quick. I've got the traditional. The color is going to be driftwood with the cream colored sewing. Now the retail on this would be $84, okay? Now for a lot of people, you say to yourself, man, that is absolutely crazy. I would never spend that kind of money on a wallet. I can go to Walmart and get one for $10. Well, if I took the money that I spent on every wallet I've had to buy and all the money I've spent running up to Walmart and running around and getting stuff, if I could have just bought one wallet and made that the only wallet I needed to buy for my lifetime, I'd be willing to do that. Now, this is my current wallet. It's a little thin. It's a little flimsy. It's a $10, $15 Walmart wallet. Problems that I have with these things is the stitching starts to come out after maybe about a year. They just kind of start to tear and fall apart. It does say genuine leather, and it's been holding up okay, but it's just really plain, right? Am I turning into a fashionista? No, absolutely not, okay? But I'm going to be honest with you, this is just ugly, okay? It functions, it's a wallet, it does what it's supposed to do, but it doesn't really do so with much grace. Problems I've had before, these start to bust out on the corners, the plastic starts to come out, and so on. So I thought, you know what? Let's just go ahead and look into something a little bit different. Now, would I be willing to pay $84 for a wallet? Like I said, my attitude's changing about products, and I'd be willing to spend that kind of money if I know I'm going to get a good handcrafted product. And by the way, Father's Day is coming up here pretty soon. So if you want to get yourself something for Dad, you want to get him a product he's going to appreciate, okay, this might be the way to go. All right, so let's check it out. The color, hopefully it's fairly accurate on the camera. Just kind of a light brown. I want to go with something a little bit different. Immediately opening the package, you can already start to smell the leather. You can see the stitching is very, very deep, very thorough. You have some nice thick cuts of leather, definitely a lot thicker than my current wallet, not as flimsy, it's gonna be a little more rigid. And that's one of those things you gotta understand. When you're dealing with this kind of leather, every piece is gonna be unique and it will slowly start to mold itself and fit you. And that's one of the neat things that's cool about a piece that's crafted like this. Okay, I like how the sewing comes across the top. You don't have to worry about these splitting open when you use them. And again, the smell is great. Got a card in here. Okay, if there's a problem, I can call them up or email them. They're made in British Columbia. They have a small shop. Like I said, they don't have a huge staff that's working. It's not like it's a huge factory or anything like that. They do talk about what you need to do to take care of the leather, guaranteed for life. Tight pockets, doesn't fit right. The initial fit is intentionally designed to be tight at first, but will stretch with use. So it is going to stretch and fit the form. And again, they talk about the natural markings. So for those of us that don't buy products like this, you're not used to what you're going to get because you always expect something to, again, to be symmetrical or to be the same all the way around. That's not always going to be the situation. Me, I'm pretty impressed with it so far. It's got a nice smooth finish on the outside. And I said there's a lot of other videos on YouTube for this product. Okay, and again, I was watching this in one of the videos. You can see that tension, how it kind of takes the molding to your fingers. You can see how that's going to break in and fit what you put in it, how it's going to mold and fit your items, your pocket, and so on. So let's go ahead and get all the cards in here and swap this over. I'm gonna start using this immediately. And if I have any problems about it, if I have any problems with this at all, if it breaks or tears or starts to fall apart, you guys will hear about that. Because again, they're charging what I consider a pretty good amount of money for a wallet when a lot of people just simply get by on a lot less. So let's go ahead and load this up. We'll check it out, see how it looks, and we will go from there. Okay, I went ahead and put my cards in here. I did leave out 4. You are limited. You know, you can get 2 cards in these back pockets. It is going to be snug and it does have to break in a little bit. I did limit myself to 1 card on each side and it is a very tight fit. It's almost pinching the cards a little bit. But again, these are cut just to fit the cards just right and they will stretch as time goes on. Closes up easy. It doesn't bulge out unlike my old wallet. It is a little bit thick, but again, when you got all those cards in there, it does take American money, Canadian money, and I thought maybe it said British pounds. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but that might be the situation, but it is cut for 3 different kinds of currency. So if you are, Canadian citizen watching this or U.S. resident, U.S. citizen, and so on, you do have that option. And again, I can't wait to see this break in. That's going to be awesome. Again, the smell is awesome. The fit and finish seems to be top notch. The cuts are nice and thick. I like that. I don't know if I can kind of compare it, but this isn't, like a felt lining on the inside just to show you how thin this is. It's like paper, with the little felt lining in here, nylon lining, and real thin leather. And again, nothing wrong with the old wallet. It did what it was supposed to do, but it's nice to maybe upgrade just a little bit for once. Okay, and just talking about, attention to detail, they do have the burnished and polished edges, which are, you can see they're kind of shiny. Definitely a real tight seal. I don't see those splitting open anytime soon. And I've had stitching come out of my wallets on the bottom before and the pockets just basically fall apart. I don't think that's going to happen here. The leather itself, the Horween Chrome Excel leather, it feels a lot like a brand new baseball glove. It's kind of slick. But again, on the inside, you've got that full grain. You got that kind of rough textured finish, which is really nice. And I can definitely see this molding form fitting well over time. There we go. So Popov Leather, I'm going to wear this. We're going to break it in. Maybe we'll come back in a year and see how well it's holding up and see how well it's aged. We'll do a little before and after on the fit and finish. I want to thank you guys for sending this to me. Guys, I want you to make sure that you check out their website. And that is over there at popovleather.com. They got a lot of really cool products. And like I said, with Father's Day coming up, you might want to act now if you're going to do that. And if I can get you guys any kind of a promotional code or deal, I will do so if you sign up for their emails. They will send you some messages and show you some discounts that pop up from time to time. I've already received several, which is really nice, especially if you're interested in buying their products. And there is a little bit of a turnaround time. I'm not going to lie to you. It takes a couple weeks to get your item. And a big part of it is just because they don't make the item until you order it. And one of the reasons why is because there's so many different combinations of leather and stitch colors that why would they just have piles of these things sitting around? Again, they take money to make. They take the products themselves, the leather cost money, so you're not going to just get something off of a heap, right? You're going to get something that's custom made, custom designed to order, and I like that. That's what you're paying your little bit of extra money for. You're getting a nice piece that's going to last. And again, USA source leather, and I should be right on that. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but if you look it up online, that's what they tell you. And I think it's definitely worth it. So Popov Leather, I want to thank you guys for sending me this wallet. I'm going to go ahead and break it in nice and neat. And again, I might just have to pick one of these up for the old man. Anyway, guys, that's it. I want to thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. And you can check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm also on gunchannels.com. You guys can also find me on my podcast called Caliber Corner, which is also on gunchannels.com and YouTube. That's going to be on Thursdays from 5 to 7 Central Time, 6 to 8 East Coast Time. I'm also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So guys, if you like what you see, please like or subscribe and check out the channel. Make sure you mash the button so you don't miss any notifications. Guys, I want you to have fun. I want you to be safe. And as you know, we will see you soon. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.